Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For anyone new here, my name is Robin and I am on day 18 of decluttering my house. So I challenged myself to 1 month declutter. We are a newly blended, newly moved in together family, and it is chaos in here. So we are getting things back together, decluttering, downsizing some extra stuff we don't need, and trying to make the most of our tiny space. So in today's video, we are working on the drawers in our kitchen. Now we only have 3 small drawers in our kitchen and then 2 big drawers. So today we are just working in the small drawers. So one is going to be for the cooking utensils, one is going to be for the cutlery, and one is our utility / junk drawer. I gathered the products that I thought would be okay to get rid of and made sure to ask Dave which ones to keep and which ones could go. I am not the cooker in our family. I have never enjoyed cooking. It stresses me out. I cannot handle having more than one thing on the go on a stove, and it is just not a good time for me. So Dave is the cooker in our house, so I had to make sure I wasn't going to get rid of anything that he uses all the time.
I'm loving you too. I'm not gonna stay, gotta be alone. Let's talk, meet me at the avenue. I don't need nobody else but me. It doesn't matter.
Now, as I said, we are a newly blended family, so he's got stuff from his old place, I have stuff from my old place, everything kind of got combined, and then this is the first time we're really going through everything, seeing what we have and what we don't really need to keep.
Thinking about the way you used to hold me, like a stone in the water, singing down, down, down. I'm still falling for you. Forget what I said, just come on over. Forget what I said, just come.
This is the pile of stuff that we are getting rid of. And then honestly, I had such a struggle with this drawer here.
In that space, I know you wanna find another reason. I know you wanna.
When I started this project, I envisioned this drawer having a small section for the smaller tools, cookware things, and then the bigger like spatulas and ladles being in there looking all nice. And it just, did not work out for me. I tried it, I rearranged a few things, and ultimately I decided that this drawer just was not going to work.
The way you make me grounded, thinking about the way you used to hold me, like a stone in the water, singing down, down, down. I'm still falling for you. Forget what I said, just come on over.
One thing that I am not generally a fan of is having the spoons and spatulas and things like that on the counter. Now, in our space, I just could not make it work any other way. So I know a lot of you probably are in the same boat as me and know this is not an ideal situation, but it is just what is going to work for the space that we have.
But I'm thinking about the way you.
Of course, next thing I did moving into the cutlery drawer was wash out this cutlery holder. I don't know how often you're supposed to wash these things, but ours is not washed enough.
I'm still falling for you. Forget what I said, just come on over. Forget what I said, just come on over. Forget what I said, just come on over.
So I went ahead and put all of these stuff back into here. I was going to switch it around a little bit because I wanted a space for our straws, but I just decided to leave it the same and then put the straws along the side in this longer container here. The other thing I am going to note is that most of the cutlery, or most of the spoons, are in the dishwasher at the moment, as well as our hand and dish towels are currently in the laundry. So it looks pretty empty, but I guarantee you once the laundry is done, this drawer here will look a lot fuller. Now, in the last kitchen video, somebody said they didn't really see how much I got rid of. So this is from the kitchen so far. I am still going up into the top cupboards tomorrow. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that video. Now, I know this corner of our kitchen is not ideal for a lot of people, but for us, this is just what works. I have considered rearranging this a lot, but Dave is already struggling with the changes I'm making in the kitchen, so I don't want to disturb things too much for him. Somebody commented on decluttering my counter about my sad little plant here, so I did decide it is time for him to go in the compost. My plants have been struggling in this space, so I've been trying to cling on to the ones that are still surviving, but unfortunately that one needed to go. I also have these sitting here to go into the garage with our Christmas stuff, but I have a feeling that they are just never going to get off this counter. So last drawer I worked on here was the utility drawer. So I went through, I wanted a space for any of our papers and planners to sit, as well as things that we use on an almost daily basis, like tape, charger ends. The incense come out once in a while. There's not really a good place to store those. And then a little bin for our, I guess, tools and hardware, things like that. So the first thing I did was went through and planned how I wanted this drawer to look. That way I could set up what I was going to store where. Now I was struggling here a bit, mostly because I didn't open the drawer all the way. The baskets, I wasn't sure what was going to be easier to see in, and then I realized if I just pulled the drawer out, it would be pretty easy to see in either of them. But here's a little glimpse at what I'm kind of talking about. So this is easy to put your hand in and access the back. Whereas when I grabbed this one, I thought it was a little bit more difficult to see what was in the back of it. This is probably not the best angle to show what I'm talking about, but either way, all I had to do was pull the drawer out all of the way and it was fine. Next thing I'm doing here is I just have some Mac tack. I think I got it from the dollar store. It's usually for hanging posters, but I like to use it in drawers like this to make sure that these containers are not sliding all over the place every time you open the drawer. So the back container is going to be the hardware stuff, and then the like tape, pencils, sharpeners, and then the one in the front is going to be more of the odds and ends, things that I guess would be considered miscellaneous items. And then of course the open space there is going to be for our papers and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys got some inspiration and some motivation to get some decluttering done in your house. Maybe do some reorganizing, get some things functioning better. I will be back tomorrow with another video in the kitchen. This area is taking me so long to get together. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe down below so you don't miss tomorrow's video and where I end up putting these bag clips.